The numbers are genuinely shocking. In his last film Jananayagan, Vijay reportedly earned more than 250 crore rupees. Just one film. Now, as Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, his basic monthly salary is about rupees 2 lakh. With all allowances added, the total lands somewhere between 2.85 lakh and 3 lakh rupees a month. That works out to roughly 34 lakh rupees a year. He went from 250 crore rupees for one film to 34 lakh rupees for an entire year of running a state of 80 million people, a pay cut of over 99%. Let's look at this from every angle, what that pay cut actually means for Vijay and for his political career. Now, who doesn't like Vijay? I genuinely don't think there is a single Tamil family anywhere in the world that hasn't sat down and enjoyed at least one of his films. Take Kadalukku Mariyadai, probably the most beloved Tamil love story ever made. I was in college when it released and I watched it over a dozen times at the theatre in Trichy Sona Meena. So, when he walked away from all of that, the money, the fame, the biggest film career in Tamil Nadu, it was not a small thing. There was a real risk. A risk most people thought was too big to take. But here is something that I kept telling from the very beginning of that announcement. Every post Vijay put out after TVK launched was intentional, carefully worded, precisely timed, never rushed, no fluff. People noticed it. Many critics argued he was not sharing enough detail, no concrete proposals, no policy specifics. But Vijay was not talking to critics. He was talking directly to the people who were going to vote for him. And we all know how that turned out. He kept his messaging deliberately broad, and in Tamil Nadu politics, that kind of neutrality is something very new. I will cover that in more depth in a separate video because it deserves its own conversation. What I noticed immediately was this: I have only felt that kind of discipline watching one other leader build a public presence in India, Narendra Modi as Gujarat Chief Minister. Prime Minister Modi registered his personal website in 2005. He joined Twitter and Facebook in 2009 before any political party in India understood what these platforms were capable of. Modi was already building on them. And what he did after becoming Prime Minister was even more remarkable. He stopped holding press conferences. He stopped going through mainstream media to speak to the country. Every policy announcement, every foreign visit, every personal thought went directly to the people through social media. A researcher at the University of Michigan described him as the apex predator of the social media food chain and said his approach would become the playbook for politicians around the world. Whether that approach is right or wrong, that is a conversation for another video. What matters here is what Vijay did with it. He followed that playbook and he ran it with an audience that no state level politician in India has ever had access to. Because Vijay's reach was never just Tamil Nadu, it was the UK, the US, Canada, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, every corner of the world where Tamil families live. My son, who is now 15 years old, born and raised here in the United States, is a die-hard Vijay fan. That is a kind of reach Modi built across India, Vijay built it across the world. TVK's entire campaign ran the same way Modi governed. No endless press conferences, no constant television appearances, controlled visibility, precise messaging, every post with a purpose. Even short speech fragments gained traction once they were clipped and redistributed. Infrequent visibility itself became part of the strategy. When you understand how platforms work, really understand them, you don't really need to shout to be heard. You just need to know exactly when to speak. If you are finding this video interesting, please consider subscribing. Now, back to the money. The salary is only part of the story. As Chief Minister, Vijay receives a fully furnished government bungalow in one of Chennai's most prime addresses. Z plus security, the highest civilian protection available in India. Bulletproof vehicles, escort convoys, aircraft and helicopters for all official travel. Medical expenses for him and his family, fully covered by the government. Now, price all of that privately. Comparable security alone would cost rupees 10 to 20 lakh a month. A prime Chennai bungalow easily rupees 5 lakh to 10 lakh in monthly rental value. Transport, staff and logistics another rupees 10 to 20 lakh. The real value of the full CM package is not 3 lakh a month. It is closer to rupees 25 to 50 lakh a month when you honestly price every benefit. And to be fair, it is not that Vijay did not have access to this kind of comfort before. As one of Tamil cinema's biggest stars, he probably had more, but that still is not the biggest return. In India, former chief ministers receive lifetime pension and lifetime privileges, official residence, security cover, staff, travel allowances for life. Vijay is 51 years old now. One full 5-year term locks in ex CM benefits for the rest of his life. The lifetime value of those post retirement privileges runs into several crores, but even that is not the real story here. The real return is something no balance sheet can capture. Every policy decision he makes well builds his political brand further. Every promise he keeps becomes a campaign story in 2031. And if Tamil Nadu does well under his watch, if the economy grows, if meaningful reform happens, if schools improve, the next conversation stops being the 2031 Tamil Nadu election. It becomes the national stage. MGR used Tamil Nadu as a launch pad to become an icon across all of India. Vijay, with pan India recognition to begin with, a fan base that crosses every language, and a social media presence that was already national before he even entered politics, has far more reach than MGR ever had outside Tamil Nadu. The salary is rupees 3 lakh a month. The potential, that is a completely different conversation. But here is the honest part. None of this pays off if he fails. A chief minister who fumbles governance does not build a brand. He builds a cautionary tale. Tamil Nadu has seen actors enter politics before. MGR delivered. Jayalalitha delivered. Vijay Kant had the potential to be a great leader, but circumstance never gave him a real chance. Kamal Hassan tried, launched his own party, ran for chief minister, and lost his own seat in the process. He eventually found his way to parliament through a Raj Sabha seat through alliance politics. Still in the game, but not the game he set out to play. The platform Vijay built so carefully for so many years now depends entirely on what happens in the next 5 years, not the next 5 months. So, was it a bad deal? Rupees 250 crore per film down to 34 lakh a year? On paper, the worst financial decision he ever made. But if Tamil Nadu grows under his watch, if the promises hold, if the first non Dravidian government in 59 years becomes a story people tell for the next 59, then the salary was never the point. The chair was the investment. His bigger goal, giving back to the people who made him famous, is worth more than any paycheck ever could be. And the returns, political, historical, and personal, could be worth far more than any film ever paid him. Here is a question I want to leave you with. If Vijay succeeds as Chief Minister, does he ever come back to films? Or does Tamil Nadu turn out to be the role he was always meant to play? What do you think? If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It genuinely motivates me to keep going. Thank you for watching.